Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and you're probably looking at that logo and going, well, it's clearly a Ghostbuster logo, but why does it look so different? This is the official logo for the new animated series coming to Netflix, which now has a title as well, as it's called Ghostbusters Night Shift. So, you can clearly see it's like a very different logo. It's got a weird beastie hand. Obviously, the mouth is completely different. It's half faded out here. There seems to be either a splat or something here. It's an interesting logo. I'll give it that. I'm sure the actual show, like on the uniforms and stuff, they'll have the standard logo. But we may as well dive into the article that talks about this. So you can see there the headline: Ghostbusters Night Shift. Netflix unveils title and first look at new animated series, which is this logo, by the way. It's not actually anything from the actual show. So let's dive into this and see what we can expect from this new series. So, Netflix has revealed the title of its upcoming Ghostbusters animated series, which is set to hit the streamer at some point next year. The announcement was made to mark Ghostbusters Day, which celebrates the June 8th release of the original '84 film. Sony Pictures held an event in New York City at the fire department of the City of New York Hook and Ladder 8 Firehouse, which of course is the Ghostbusters Firehouse. So, Jay Levine said, "At Sony Pictures, we're incredibly proud of the lasting impact of the Ghostbusters franchise and the amazing fan community that continues to support it. The spirit of Ghostbusters has always been about helping others and answering the call when people need you. You have volunteered, raised money, supported causes, and brought joy to communities everywhere." So, I'm assuming he's talking to everybody that was there and stuff, and yeah, okay, so they apparently, I wonder what they volunteered for. I wonder if that's like soup kitchens and stuff like that. I don't know. So, Ghostbusters Night Shift is executive produced by Ben Hebon, I think, Elliot Kalin, and just Jason Reitman and everybody bloody else, and Dan Aykroyd. Reitman and Keenan co-wrote Sony Pictures' recent live-action movies, with the former directing Ghostbusters Afterlife and Keenan taking the helm for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. While Afterlife was mostly well received, Frozen Empire is generally regarded as a misfire, even though it did turn a modest profit for the studio. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it has issues. I wasn't a big fan of even though what parts of it were funny with him, I wasn't a big fan of, what's his name, Najani dude. Just, yeah. However, Night Shift, lot, why does it say Night Shift lot details? Oh, okay, that's a weird statement, but it says Night Shift lot details are still under wraps. But Netflix has released the following blurb along with a first look at the show's logo, which puts an interesting twist on the classic no-ghost sign. So, this is what they said. The Ghostbusters are officially pulling an all-nighter. Ghostbusters Night Shift, a series from Netflix and Sony Pictures Animation based on the beloved Ghostbusters franchise, will debut exclusively on Netflix in 2027. The new series marks the next chapter in the franchise's ghoul-catching legacy, bringing supernatural comedy and paranormal action back to animation. This isn't the first time the Ghostbusters universe has gone animated. The 1980s and 1990s saw the real Ghostbusters and Extreme Ghostbusters take over the small screen. For now, you can rest assured, if there's something strange in your neighborhood, a Ghostbuster will be on the job, even if it's after hours. So, that is the statement for it, and of course there is the logo, which says coming to Netflix in 2027. No exact date has been announced yet, so could be anytime, could be early, could be mid, could be late. Don't know how far along they actually are with the show. I would like some information as to what the story is behind this new logo. Like, is this meant to represent what we can expect from the show? I don't quite know. So, the series is expected to focus on the new team, but we assume the original spook hunters will also appear. Now, I don't know if they're talking about, like, this new team, the Spanglers and stuff, so it just talks about Ghostbusters Afterlife and Frozen Empire there, so that's no information. But you would think if it's a night shift after hours, that the idea would be a brand new team fully, like, as in, hey, these are absolutely brand new characters, not a, hey, here is the people you know in the movies, because I doubt you're going to get them doing the voice work and stuff. Maybe some of them pop in here and there, because I'm sure the whole thing doesn't take place at night. I'm sure there will be daytime stuff in there. Of course, would the likes of Winston show up, because we know Ernie Hudson very much wants to be involved with everything Ghostbusters now, which is quite interesting. There used to be Dan Aykroyd who was that way, and now it's very much Ernie Hudson as much as Aykroyd. Aykroyd is involved, he's a producer on this, so I would assume he would show his voice in there and his likeness for Ray to show up, which would make sense. And of course, the idea that they are moving forward with this animated, I think there's meant to be an animated movie as well. I'm pretty sure we did stories on that before. I just can't remember whether that's meant to be exclusively for Netflix or somewhere else. I can't remember. But if this show works, and then interest really sparks again, and of course with Frozen Empire and Afterlife making money for the studio and stuff, obviously they are still looking and talking very much about moving forward with the next live action movie and spin-offs. They're still talking about, like, doing possibly a Ghostbusters International and stuff like that. Yeah, focus on a new movie, get a new movie done as well as this thing, and I would assume this will probably be your standard 8 to 10 episodes. Even though it's animated, you could do a lot more, but focus on the movie as well. Get a really good story, a really classic type of Ghostbusters story. You know, even take an element from the original animated series, the real Ghostbusters, and look at that and go, could we turn that story into a movie? Like, that show was beloved. I loved the original cartoon. Could you take one of them stories and go, how do we make that as funny as we possibly can, but as scary and dark as we can as well, while keeping the whole actual structure of the story there? That's how you could really get it to work, rather than just kind of farting about. Because, like, the original cartoon, it's not canon to the movies. So it's not like you'd be going, oh, well, you know, this actually happened before in the Ghostbusters universe. So you very much could do that. But I'm interested to see what exactly this show will be, who will be in it, and what it focuses on, and how it operates, and how does it connect, if at all, to the movies, which I'm sure it absolutely will. But there you go, folks. There's the official logo for the new animated series, which is officially called Ghostbusters Night Shift. So let us know about that. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and hit that hype button and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.